You're watching KOMO TV 4 in Seattle. Now, KOMO News 4.
It's a beautiful day to spend time on the water, but some people might be in more danger than they realize. Raw sewage is spilling into a local waterway. Good evening. Thousands of gallons of raw sewage are polluting Drayton Harbor near Blaine. The spill has forced the Whatcom County Health Department to close the harbor for recreational use. That includes shell fishing. KOMO's Liz Roca joins us now live from Blaine. And Liz, where's the sewage coming from?
Oh, Margot, let's swing the camera around and show you. It's coming from underneath the water here, where a large sewer pipe carries all the waste from the city of Blaine across to the treatment plant on the other side. Somewhere down there, there's a leak, and that leak has prompted several health warnings. The warnings went up this afternoon. Shellfish harvested from Drayton Harbor has been declared unsafe. Contaminated by human waste on its way to the Blaine sewage treatment plant. For 2 days, raw sewage has been leaking from an underwater pipe that spans the mouth of Drayton Harbor, leaking at a rate of 200,000 gallons a day. The news came as a surprise to Frank Noseworthy, who'd already put his crab pots in the water.
I have 2 pots out there right now.
You shouldn't.
But I didn't see any sign. Is the sign posted somewhere?
They just posted.
Oh,
Yeah. A little
gee,
late.
we better get them out of there.
Well.
Terrible.
Frank snagged 4 crabs in his pot. Just handling them could make him sick. That's why the Whatcom County Health Department is making sure they're all thrown back.
Trying to get them untangled and thrown back.
Get them out of here.
The health department says the raw sewage poses several health risks. Those who eat contaminated shellfish could experience flu-like symptoms such as nausea and vomiting. And there are more serious threats such as hepatitis A, cholera, and typhoid. On a warm summer day, it's hard to keep people out of the water. But swimming is also being discouraged. But there'll be no more jumps for Justin Carlson now that he knows what's in the water.
Not after hearing that. I mean, geez. I didn't even know how bad it was. I knew it was bad, but I didn't know it was that bad.
Late today, divers were still searching for the source of the leak. But so far, nothing. The divers have quit for now, but they'll be back here at 8 o'clock tonight, high tide. They'll get underneath the water again and run little bits of styrofoam through the pipe, and they're going to try and see where they come out, and maybe they can find this leak. Bear in mind, until they find the leak, 200,000 gallons of waste will continue to pour into this harbor each and every day until they can cap that leak off. Dan, Margot?
Mess. Liz, thank you.
An all-day search of the Skykomish River near Monroe has ended in frustration.
There's still no sign of 23-month-old Kaylee Alberts, who wandered away from a family gathering Saturday night. KOMO's Brian Johnson has been with the family and searchers all day. He joins us now live from Monroe. Brian?
Well, Dan, the second day of searching ended just about a half hour ago, and detectives told me they looked everywhere that seemed logical. Now they're going to stretch the limits and search some more. 23-month-old Kaylee Alberts was fascinated by water. Her footprints and wagon were found at the river's edge. Today, search and rescue boats, divers, helicopters, even ski boats joined in the search. They looked through holes as deep as 30 feet, but found no trace of Kaylee. The family could only watch from the river's edge and hope, but then sheriff's deputies offered Kaylee's mother and father a trip over the 1/2-mile search area. Sue Alberts quickly accepted.
You're just basically a bystander, and there's nothing you can do in this. Like, for the first time, you can like potentially see her and you feel like you're actually playing a role, and instead of just sitting around and play the waiting game.
And then tomorrow we're coming back with more divers and an underwater camera that we can drop in areas that we haven't been able to really explore fully. We want to make double sure of those areas.
Well, right now you may have some trouble hearing me. The helicopter just took Jeff Alberts, the father, on a trip over the search scene. Tomorrow they will return with the underwater camera looking into the areas which the divers could not see today. Dan, Margot?
Yeah, sounds like it's been a frustrating day. Thanks, Brian.
King County Police and fire investigators didn't have to travel very far to find an arson suspect. The man was living in the apartment building where the fires were set. Several fires have been set over the last 2 weeks at the Echo Lake Apartments on Aurora Avenue North. Investigators say they were set using some sort of paper product. A Shoreline Fire Department spokesperson says the fires were minor, but still the arrest brings relief.
That building is an old building. It's in fairly poor condition. We were concerned that if the arsons continued there, that it caused a grave danger for loss of life. So we were just relieved that we found the guy.
Well, the suspect is also suspected of another arson in Shoreline. He has a criminal record, including pleading guilty to arson in 1993. An entire community is working to help Seattle investigators find the person who torched a Central District church Friday night. The fire did $750,000 damage to the Full Gospel Pentecostal Community Temple. Investigators say someone started the fire in a discarded piano behind the building. The church was home to 3 congregations, and people who live nearby say it was important to the whole neighborhood. Now investigators are getting a lot of tips from the church's neighbors.
It's a real credit to the community, too, because a lot of people have come forward with information on this fire, so investigators have been very pleased with the amount of information that they are getting.
If you have any information on this or any other arson, investigators would like you to call the arson hotline. The toll-free number is 1-800-55-ARSON. That's 1-800-552-7766. And you don't have to give your name. Tomorrow night, you have a chance to do something in the fight against crime.
Part of our KOMO Crime Crackdown is to show you ways how you can make a difference in your neighborhood. Tomorrow's a great opportunity. It's called Night Out Against Crime. Hundreds turned out last year for this night out party on Seattle's First Hill. One of the big pushes of Night Out is for people to get out and meet their neighbors and discuss ways to make their community safer.
How are you? It was just wonderful to see, for example, seniors coming out of their senior housing and coming down to the event and intermingling with neighbors or businesses that were right around them. And it really helps communication and that sense of community that we think is so important.
Even if you don't have a big party planned, you can take part in Night Out. Just turn your porch light on at 7 o'clock and you can still talk with your neighbors about keeping your neighborhood safe. The state's new teen runaway law may be in effect on paper, but right now it's not in practice. The new law took effect a week ago. It was designed to give parents like Shelley Rollins more power to get their kids off the street. But in checking on how it's working, KOMO's Connie Thompson learned it may take a year or more for police to really be able to help parents enforce the law. For one thing, parents say many state workers don't even understand it.
In initially contacting DSHS, they weren't even sure what laws went into effect when.
Like you said, they don't have the secure shelters yet, and they're not anticipating getting any for a while.
Right now, police are returning runaways to parents or guardians as the law requires, but it's still difficult to detain them. The state is planning educational sessions to help parents, police, and state employees make the law work.
The federal government is proposing new controls on tribal casinos. The Treasury Department wants to make sure no one uses the casinos to launder money or avoid paying taxes. It hopes to do that by scrutinizing tribal casinos with the same rules that now apply to other casinos. Those rules require casinos to report how they process large amounts of cash. The government is now asking for comment from tribes that operate casinos. Nearly 12,000 Boeing employees are about to move. They're staying with the company. They're not leaving the Puget Sound area. Over the next few months, more than 3,500 of them will be moved to and from facilities in Everett and Renton. The other 8,000 or so will be reassigned later. Boeing says the goal is to bring people who work on the same projects together under the same roof. Mickey Mouse is about to learn his ABCs.
Next, what the merger of two media giants means to you.
And Air Force pilot Scott O'Grady will stress the 3 F's in his new book. Find out what they are next.
Hi, John Keister here with racing legend Chip Hanauer to tell you why this seafarer no one should be without a Motorola cellular phone.
Hey, Keister, you want to see my speedboat?
Yeah, in a second, Chip. You see, right now, Motorola's great line of digital messaging megaphones are on sale at the Bon Marché for their lowest price ever.
Hey, Keister, you want to...
In a second, Chip, okay? And also, if you sign up with US West Cellular before August 7th, the Bon Marché is going to waive the $40 activation fee.
Hey, Keister.
All right, let's see the speedboat,
Right.
Chip. Let's see this. You know, some guys never grow up.
Sam here. has given me enough good reasons to use my Dirt Devil hand vac, but now he's giving me 5 more. When they turn the house upside down, I turn on my Dirt Devil. Its powerful revolving brush tears into dirt, chews up crumbs, and picks up pet hair. It has an extra long cord, and it's lightweight. So, I'd say my Dirt Devil is the pick of the litter. Right, Sam? Right. Get a Dirt Devil and put the power of an upright in the palm of your hand.
It has the same fluid lines of those higher-priced models, the same commitment to power and performance. And we're proud to announce this model not only passed that famous ball bearing test, it surpassed it.
Of course, it's my Dirt Devil MVP with maximum vacuum power. Just think what it can do in your home.
The MVP, real proof that nothing escapes the power of a Dirt Devil. Nothing.
Subway's asked us to review the turkey and bacon deluxe.
Well, what do we think?
It's great. Nice, juicy turkey with all the trimmings and slices of real bacon. Subway.
What a sandwich.
It's the second largest merger in U.S. history.
And at a price of $19 billion, it's certainly no Mickey Mouse deal. Disney and ABC Cap Cities announced today they will merge to form the largest information and entertainment business in the world. The merger combines some of the top-rated television shows with the world's best-known theme parks. The surprise deal is the largest ever in the media business.
These two companies are the premier family entertainment communication companies in this country. And we think the combination of the two together gives us the opportunity around the world to grow and become the strongest creative company in the world.
Now, as an ABC affiliate, KOMO receives most of its programming from the network. But since we're locally owned, you'll continue to see your favorite KOMO TV and ABC programs right here on Channel 4.
Seattle's Gateway Tower is one step closer to having a new owner. Today, the Seattle City Council voted to continue negotiating to buy the building. There's no specific timetable for completing the deal. The building would be used as an annex for City Hall.
Scott O'Grady is trading his joystick for a computer terminal, at least for now. The pilot is turning author. The publisher Doubleday announced today O'Grady is writing a first-person account of his ordeal behind Bosnian Serb battle lines. Captain O'Grady says he'll reveal what got him through that tough time, what he calls the 3 F's: faith, family, and friends. The financial terms of the book haven't been disclosed. Scott O'Grady, who grew up in Spokane, is writing the book with a freelance journalist, and you'll probably see it in the bookstores in about 4 months. It's hard to believe, but football season is almost here.
Coming up next, a Little Heroes classic to get you in the football mood.
I came up to Seattle after I got out of the service, and I said, hey, why don't you come on along with me and let's get married? Yeah.
And I thought, boy, is this man fast.
That's one of the reasons I fell in love with her, because she was so shy.
But 3 months to the day that we met, we got married.
It'll be 49 years.
We got married on a Saturday. He went to play baseball on a Sunday. On our 25th anniversary, he had to coach a team.
It was family and baseball and happiness and baseball.
Still baseball. Still happiness.
At Group Health, we understand the importance of lasting relationships, like the one we've had with Washington seniors for nearly 50 years.
When I retired, she took over.
After almost 50 years, we kind of reversed roles, and in fact, he does most of the cooking now.
Find out about our zero premium Medicare plan. Call 1-800-570-8252.
Why do our customers like coming to a small town to buy their new Toyota? Because at Toyota of Puyallup, we have the largest selection of new and used Toyotas in the Northwest. But more importantly, it's our people. Their commitment to your total satisfaction is what makes us different. Our people are the reason we've been a successful, family-owned business for nearly 30 years and won the President's Award for Customer Service 9 years in a row. Our customers come to Toyota of Puyallup for the selection. They keep coming back because of our people.
Hi, welcome to Godfather's Pizza.
We'd like a combo.
Pepperoni. Combo.
Pepperoni. Hey, order my delectable half and half. You get half of my famous 6-topping combo and half pepperoni. Lip lock on a medium for just $9.99, or get a large or one of my jumbos. They're hot, with a price to match.
Size?
Meet Godfather's Pizza's half and half. Get a medium half combo, half pepperoni, just $9.99, or make it a larger jumbo. It's your choice. Only at Godfather's Pizza.
Do it.
This man's blood can save lives.
My body produced its own antibody to fight the hepatitis.
But he may not be allowed to donate. He's behind bars. To save lives, should justice be blind? Watch Inside Edition.
Watch tomorrow at 4:30 on KOMO TV 4. If you see breaking news and you have a cellular phone, you have a direct line to KOMO News 4. When you see news happening, call the KOMO News 4 breaking news tip line at pound 4444. The call is free from U.S. West Cellular and AT&T Wireless.
Tim Becker in for Bruce King with sports. Mariners have a chance to make up some ground.
Yeah, but it doesn't get any easier. They had Cleveland yesterday, the last 4 days actually, and now the Mariners have a day off. But tomorrow they begin a big series against the California Angels. Now the Angels may have a commanding lead in the American League West, but the Mariners are right in the thick of that old wild card race. Texas, Baltimore, and New York are tied for the lead. The Mariners are tied with Kansas City just a game back. And the Brewers are right there as well. Also today, Mike Blowers was named the American League Player of the Week. Blowers hit .500 for the week, along with 3 home runs and 11 RBI. He's the 3rd Mariner to win the award this year. Tino and Edgar Martinez are the other 2. Well, you know, two-sport athlete Deion Sanders just moved to San Francisco for the baseball part of his career, but he's still a free agent in the NFL circles, and that's brought about 5 different editions of a new Sega video game. You see, the game features Deion Sanders, but since he doesn't have a team yet, the people at Sega had to come up with an electronic Deion figure wearing 5 different uniforms. Those are the teams said to be frontrunners for his services. Meantime, Deion has already done a commercial to help sell the new game. And as further proof that Deion can do it all, he even makes a guest appearance in this week's Little Heroes Classic.
It's halftime, and the Redmond Hawks are getting beat real bad by the Bothell Cougars. Even the fans are getting bored. They need to make something happen in that 3rd quarter, and they know it. You guys in the front line, be ready. Let's go, Hawks. Come on now, run it back. The Hawks are ready. The Cougars are ready. Here's the kick, and it is caught by Scott Croshaw. He heads left, he gets hit, spins free, stays on his feet somehow, and heads the other way. The coaches are going nuts. Come on, go. He breaks a tackle up the sideline. He goes. He's only got one more guy to beat. All right, freeze the video. The fates of these 3 people are about to collide with spectacular results. This guy, Justin Walker, is going to fall down. This guy, the referee, is going to exhibit sheer athleticism to avoid running him over. This guy, of course, is going to keep on going. Here we go. Look at that jump. Let's go back. That is some serious vertical leaping ability. And as for Scott Croshaw, he's got visions of Deion Sanders dancing through his head. So he high steps it into the end zone and then does a little pose. Touchdown, Hawks. Everybody's thrilled. Yes, there's that one, baby. Yeah. There they are again, gang. This week's Little Heroes.
Just in time to get you in the mood for football.
You've been watching too much TV or something.
Yeah, I think so.
Thanks, Tim.
Steve Poole here to talk to us about the weather and get us in the mood for the Seafair Week, but also to talk about some problems with this storm down in Florida.
We are perfect up here with our weather. Other parts of the country, not so. Let's show you what's going on down near Florida as they are keeping an eye to the east there over the Bahamas right now. Tropical storm Erin. We expect that in the next 12 hours or so, it will probably be declared a hurricane. We have 70-mile-per-hour winds. You see the position and the direction. I'll be back to tell you about our much more delightful situation in a minute.
You'll love how new we're looking. You'll love how hot we're cooking, yeah. You'll love the stuff we're made of.
How do you top the hottest pizza we've ever introduced? How about grilled chicken? 3 deliciously different grilled chicken combinations on our new stuffed crust. A large is just $12.99. With all that delicious grilled chicken and all that cheese in the crust, you might not know where to start.
You'll love the stuff we're made of, pizza.
Only one radio station in the Northwest can guarantee you a rush.
Greetings to you, conversationalists all across the fruited plain. Welcome to yet another excursion into broadcast excellence. Yes, it's me, the Doctor of Democracy, the Professor of Perfection, broadcasting from high atop the EIB building. Join me, Rush Limbaugh, weekdays.
The one and only Rush Limbaugh. Weekdays 9 till noon on Hot Talk 570 KVI.
Wait weeks for new pleated shades when Color L Blinds can make them for you in one day and at low factory prices. Visit a Color L showroom or call for a shop-at-home appointment.
Wings for Men. This is freedom. Yours with any 3250 purchase at the Bon Marché.
There is a rug dealer you can trust. A rug dealer with honest pricing. A rug dealer who stands behind what they sell, now and for years to come. Carpet Exchange. The name you trust for carpet is also your first choice for beautiful rugs. Rugs of style and elegance. At Carpet Exchange, our regular price beats their so-called sale price. Guaranteed. Carpet Exchange. More rugs for your money.
Remember when the Seattle skyline looked something like this a few weeks back? This smog is part of a warm day today down in San Francisco. The temperature in San Francisco was in the 80s. Nearby San Jose hovered around 100. Just one of many hot spots around the nation.
Well, not as hot up here. We're right around in the perfect range, just in time for Seafair.
We are blessed, you know. I mean, the water is sometimes our friend, sometimes a bit of a hindrance, but right now it's definitely a friend. You have the sunshine, a little sea breeze. Makes it just right. Let's see what's going on. Outside right now, sunny skies and how about 80 degrees? Northwest wind at 14, barometer 30.03, and it is falling right now. Our humidity at 32%. Our high today was 82 then, normal 77, so you can see that we were slightly above that mark. Not a record though. The low temperature is right on the button though for what's to be expected. Upper 70s in Bellingham. Redmond has 89 degrees for a high temperature today. Shaw Island 76. To the south in the Puget Sound Basin, Bellevue at 87, North Bend 83, 79 Tacoma and 83 in Roy. And Harold Dahl over in Silverdale. Hi Harold, thanks for letting us know about the 80 degrees on that side of Puget Sound. Here's what's going on off our coastline. This is a real summer deal here when you get the high that just parks right there and it keeps all this activity that develops further out in the Gulf of Alaska, just keeps it trucking right on to the north. So we have a jet stream that's doing this. It's up and then kind of like that. And that's perfect for getting you some sunshine. Now, as you know, this is the northwest, so it means you still have to have a few clouds around, but for the most part, we'll see fair skies for Seafair. I knew I was going to do that, but anyway, you get the idea. What's happening now is we have a small craft advisory through the Strait of Juan de Fuca and on the coast, same story there. Winds southerly on the inland waters, southerly to almost westerly, and then we have a northwest direction on the surf on the coast, 310 degrees, 5 feet on the height, 4 seconds on the interval. Tonight, a beautiful night here. You might, consider the barbecue or whatever, because it will be very comfortable with overnight low temperatures in the mid-50s, around the upper 40s, so down Olympia way. Tomorrow, just lots of sunshine. Now, as I mentioned, it's the northwest, so we still have to put a couple little clouds on there, but they're going to be few and far between, and high temperatures will be in a very comfortable range, right around the upper 70s to near 80 degrees. Chehalis, though, on the warm side, 85 for you folks and 85 in Portland. You'll notice it's a little cooler along the coast, so 60s there. And this is a really typical summer happening. You get highs in the 60s along the coast, you get 80s inland, and you go east of the mountains, you get the sunshine there, and high temperatures jump up into the 90s and upper 80s. So fairly common. 88 in Omak, we have you 89 in Moses Lake, and 91 in the Tri-Cities. Here's the story then, my friends. We're mostly clear tonight, and in the city, probably upper 50s, mostly sunny tomorrow morning, and we will stay that way. Sunny with a few high clouds, high temperatures in the low 80s. Enjoy. Here's the way the rest of our Seafair week looks. I realize Seafair actually goes on for a while, but this is the big week. 82 for Wednesday. Thursday's high, also 82. We'll be around 80 degrees for Friday, so if you're making plans right now to go to the parade and trying to figure out, okay, what are we going to do, take the kids, what are we going to wear, you have an idea now. Weather should cooperate. There you go.
Don't ever want you to mention this on Good Morning America or anything, but the weather at this time of year around here, it is so nice.
It's hard to beat. I won't tell them. I won't tell them.
Keep it a secret.
Thanks.
Is Kevin Costner's Waterworld doing a belly flop or maybe a swan dive?
The telling debut next.
Now, during the home sale at the Bon Marché, save on a woven jacquard comforter set in queen or king size and on fine and casual china. Find a great low price on a Toastmaster 1 1/4 pound bread maker and this Magnavox 27-inch TV with picture-in-picture. Or choose an Alex Vale sofa and love seat and get a bonus chair. Find more savings like these during the home sale, now at the Bon Marché.
Today's union electrical worker and IBEW member receives the finest training available through a 5-year apprenticeship program featuring updated technical training. NECA contractors employ IBEW workers, guaranteeing owners, builders, and architects superior customer service and complete dependability and accountability on the job. Look to IBEW NECA, the preferred connection.
IBEW NECA, the preferred connection.
Tap water. Good, clean, safe, right? That's what they thought in Milwaukee, and people got sick. Some even died. Seattle, Tacoma, East Side. Has anyone looked at your water? KOMO News 4 did, and will tell you if you need to worry or not tonight at 11. And not just your water, but ice too. You put it in lots of things you drink. How good is that? Find out when we test the water tonight at 11 only on KOMO News 4.
Coming this fall, meet Drew Carey, a mover and a shaker.
You got angry motorists stacked up behind you. Do you think you can fire up the bullet train here?
A true best friend.
You live with your boss. You broke up with him, and he fired you the very next day. Wait, I have Mr. Obvious on line 2.
A real company man.
What department are you applying for?
Cosmetics.
You know, you're certainly under consideration, so there's...
The Drew Carey Show, right out there on the cutting edge of normal.
Cold little splash of reality.
This fall on ABC.
A would-be movie maker has just filed a huge lawsuit accusing a Hollywood director and major movie company of stealing his script. The lawsuit over a movie called Higher Learning seeks nearly $2 billion. Would-be movie maker Daryl Wharton says director John Singleton and Sony Pictures owe him big time. He claims they stole the idea for the movie from a script he wrote titled Caught Out There. No one named in the lawsuit is commenting so far. By the way, Higher Learning made less than $40 million while it was in theaters early this year. Time now for an update on the movies that are currently in the theaters.
We know which were hits and which were misses over the weekend. So far, it looks like the much ballyhooed Waterworld is closer to a hit than a miss. The most expensive movie ever made was #1 this weekend, but its ticket sales were not blockbuster material. It made $21 million, about a seventh of what it cost to produce. Compare that to the $52 million taken in by Batman Forever earlier this summer. By the way, the weekend's #2 movie was the computer thriller The Net, which brought in $10 million. And I know that Apollo 13 is still drawing in the crowds, which is a movie that you saw this weekend.
I'm finally playing catch-up, and I saw it. I thought it was great.
I haven't talked to anybody yet who hasn't said good things about Apollo 13.
Disappoint.
Yeah, but Waterworld, I don't know.
Yeah. We'll see. That's it for us. We'll see you tonight at 11 o'clock.
Hope to see you a little bit later. Have a good evening.
ABC News and KOMO News 4, recognized as the leader in television news. Be sure to join Dan Lewis and Kathy Gertzen for KOMO News 4 tonight at 11 o'clock.